Hello and welcome again to another edition of the GDFL Footy Show. And yes, a Saturday morning again, and it's back here in Geelong. And of course, we had the big Interleague match last weekend. It was an absolute ripper at the Ring Road Recreation Reserve. And the good thing about it is that GDFL had a big win, and we're back to normal footy this afternoon. Before we talk about all that, we're going to have a bit of a chat about last week's big Interleague game as well. But with me doing the talking, to eradicate, procrastinate, adjudicate, I know Jake loves all those words. I've assembled some of the biggest names and brains in local football. First of all, the man who looked after the back line of the Interleague side, Dale Smyth. Good morning.
Yeah, thanks, Dick. Nice to be back here this morning. Really enjoyed it last week, being out of the box and being part of that system. And unfortunately, can't do it too often with those great group of people.
So you were a specialist coach for the Interleague side?
I was a selection. I was just looking after the back half just to make sure things went pretty okay for us. And I think they did.
Sure, I saw you with a clipboard in your hand. You looked very official at one stage.
Oh, that was my record.
Okay, fair enough.
I asked about a few notes in there, blokes that we thought might have played up forward just to keep our match-ups, but no, the boys did pretty well.
And the man who sat in the commentary box and did a magnificent call of the game, the man from the Sale Magpies, Jake Burt. Good morning.
Good morning, Dick. Always good to be here on a Saturday morning. And yeah, it was a great weekend last weekend, but as you said, back into the thick of the real action, I guess, again today.
And I'm looking forward to that too, because we love our Interleague footy, but we also love our home and away games as well. Now, Dale, I've got to say this and start it off by saying this, that it was absolutely magnificent last Saturday. It was one of the best I've ever seen. I was just totally over the moon. I can't imagine it any better than what it could have been. Now, that was the half-time. Now, the footy. What about the footy? How good was... We're going to get the producer in a minute to sort of get the camera right, because as far as I'm concerned, I reckon I'm talking to Dale at the moment, but that looks absolutely nothing like Smithy, but he won't press the button.
He wishes.
That's all right, he'll press it shortly. But that's anyone who doesn't know that is Jake Bourke, but I'll get Smithy to talk over it. Now, once again though, mate, it was a great game, and you must be happy, and I guess you and your selection team. That's him. And I guess Frank Foppiani and Adam Skrobalak were stoked.
Oh, look, as I said, and Adam spoke really well before the game. And I suppose when you look at it, we get a group of blokes to come together for 4 weeks, play one game, and that's it. So I suppose the pressure comes onto the players at that stage to say that we've given you the opportunity to play interleague football. You put your best foot forward. Because as I said, everyone sitting behind the fence would have been a critical judge in relation to who was actually picked and who wasn't picked. That's people's perspective on everything. It doesn't matter where you go, what you do, what team you pick, that will always happen. But look, we were happy with the way things went. We had a good blend, we thought, of old experienced players with a good mix of middle-aged and younger groups, so and be all better for the experience. And next year, I would think that maybe bar than one or two would still be going around playing football, and hopefully do the same thing again next year.
Absolutely. Jake, your first look at Interleague footy in Geelong for the GDFL. Yep. You've got to admit, I thought they were very impressive, particularly in the last half. Yeah,
we mentioned on air that Bellpost Hill is one of those funny grounds where you sort of have to know what you're doing out there, because the elements always play a role, and I suppose it's just one of those weird grounds. And I think that was an advantage for our boys on the weekend just past, because they knew that ground a lot better than the Heathcote fellas did, and I think that was a vital factor. But you're right, they did play a very strong second half, and they should be very proud of their efforts, that's for sure.
Big crowd, Smithy. Absolutely huge crowd. I thought it was anyway.
Look, it is. It's a great game for the Interleague to be able to play it up there. The ground was in magnificent condition. The weather conditions, well, you couldn't have got any better. Bellpost Hill normally becomes a bit windy and blowy at any stage of the day, but was just perfect conditions. It did get a bit cold late in the day. And as I said, anyone wants to play that type of game. So, but I'll give you one clue there, Dick. If anyone had been a late withdrawal, don't worry, Frankie Foppiani would have been pulling the boats on, mate. He was as toey as all hell.
Toey as a Roman sandal.
Oh, mate, he was unbelievable. He was just champing at the bit to get out there and play the game. I reckon if he had a chance, he was out there.
So the way that Frank's, he might even pull the boots on for North Geelong this Saturday, the way
Oh, well, mate, if they're sniffing towards finals, who knows what Frank might do. But look, as I said, it was great to be part of it, and I think everyone that was part of that side or in that group, even the initial squad that didn't get a game, would be really pushing for it next year. And look, it's just about going out there and enjoying the game with a really decent bunch of knowledgeable footballers.
Jake, the North Geelong man, I always notice these blokes, the great Brigette.
He was fantastic, wasn't he?
What a hanger he took in the last quarter.
He was probably the best grab I've ever seen at local footy level. It's obviously pretty inexperienced when it comes to that sort of stuff, but it was a fantastic mark, and I thought he was really good throughout the day. He kicked 5 goals and was probably the focal point of the GDFL forward line. So definitely got a superstar out at Osborne Park.
There's a bloke called Reed that played at Winchelsea a couple of years back, mate. You want to see him take a few hangers? He's pretty handy too.
All right.
Oh yeah.
No,
I think he's playing with Amateurs now. I think Geelong Amateurs. But
let's see some hangers in coming up this afternoon's game, and of course the Daryl Jones medal and the VCFL medal went to Shaun Lewis. A good result there.
Yeah, look, I think he played pretty well. There's some good footballers. Look, they really didn't have a bad player in that squad all day, and I suppose other than Jackson McLeod, who got injured early in that first quarter, he was a bit concussed, but he said he was good enough to go on. The trainers just weren't happy with him to go back through. But look, everybody got out there and did their bit, and I think that's what it's all about, giving everyone an opportunity. You've got 26 blokes there, or 24, why not use them all?
I thought the jumpers looked good for both sides. The Just Think campaign jumper by the GDFL was absolutely fantastic. It really is a great highlight, that. There's no doubt about that. And I thought the Heathcote Footy League jumper, the really iridescent sort of purple and gold, looked fantastic on the ground.
It was blue.
Was it blue? Okay, well, I'm a bit colourblind.
You've been looking at the violet crumbles too long.
No, well, it looked a little bit violet crumbly.
No, it's a bit like the old North Shore jumper to be.
Yes,
true. It had the old blue jumper with the gold sash. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so out of the game, what was probably one of your best highlights very quickly?
Oh, just being involved in the day.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, we're going to run to an interview now. The very first interview is with the coach of the Interleague side, Adam Skrobalak. Here he is.
Good win today, Skrob. Great effort after half-time. What do you think of the boys' performance today?
Yeah, really good. I think we got better as the day went on. Obviously a little bit rusty early and just getting used to one another and the way we play. But I think once we started to win the 50-50 ball in the middle, push the ball forward, we went really well from there.
Yeah, your in and under midfielders really did well for you today, didn't they?
Yeah, and that was one thing we weren't too sure about. Obviously we knew they'd be quick and we'd have a few sort of older, slower blokes in there, but we think the smart heads come through and winning the 50-50s and getting the ball out and using it well up the field really paid dividends in the end.
And can you tell us a little bit about your forward line structure and how that worked really well today?
Yeah, we felt early on the ball was going down there and we had two leading forwards from full forward and we were getting caught out a little bit when we went to the top of the goal square, so we changed it around a little bit. We had myself deep as well as Rosenwig deep and Brugette to lead out as well. And I think once we'd done that and we had two lead up half forwards, it worked a lot better. We just had a little bit more, I suppose, coming in. We knew if we went long we had someone there, or if we had someone on the lead, just meant everyone was in tune with the way we were going. I think it worked really well after half time.
And just a general feel amongst the boys, they were pretty happy to play together and they're very proud of themselves.
Yeah, and it's a big effort. The boys get down here every Wednesday night and had the Sunday last week and things like that. And obviously it's a big effort today as well. So they've put in a lot of work and they were pretty keen to get the win to make sure it went through.
Thanks very much, Scott.
No, thanks, mate.
So there's got to be someone want to get their head on the television. That's how I got my start anyway, folks. And of course, another big interview we had on the afternoon was with the VCFL medalist and Darryl Jones medalist, Shaun Lewis. Here they are.
Shaun, obviously a great effort from all the boys today.
Yeah, it was actually. We all pulled it together, and it was it's pretty hard. As I said, the last couple of weeks, it's been, we've known each other for a little bit now, playing against each other, but no, it was really good in the end.
And how do you feel just being the best player in your team in the Interleague game?
It feels pretty good. I'm a bit tired now. I was a bit more running than normal GDFL footy, but no, feels good. I'll probably have a good sleep tonight, I think.
And you're really happy with how the blokes obviously worked really well. In and under midfielders really did well for you today.
They did. As I said 4 weeks ago, the blokes haven't played together. For the last 6 years, the Interleague hasn't been on, and the last 4 weeks we've been training and working out how to play the footy and that, and it's all worked out pretty well today. So it was really good.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well, fantastic. Great result all around for the GDFL and a couple of great interviews there by Cal Lowther. We're going to go to break, pay some bills, be right back. Dale's under 18's coming up and all the action on this afternoon. Back after this.